When taking any kind of trip, most people want to document their travels through video. They do this so that they not only have a great memory of the experiences they had while traveling, but so that they can also show their friends and family just how amazing the trip was. The only problem is, most videos are too long, probably a little bit boring, and they don't do your experience justice, and therefore most people don't want to watch it. So, here are 5 tips to make a great travel video so that you, your family and friends, and even strangers will want to watch for years to come. The first and most important step in this entire process is planning your story. That means you need to plan for a desired outcome that you want to show in your video. A simple example could be doing a food tour through China. Maybe you're in Beijing and you want to try and document all the experiences you have with the uniqueness of Chinese food in Beijing. Well, making sure that you have that story outlined will actually help you set up the second most important thing when making a great video, which is planning your shots. The second step in making a great travel video is planning your shots. If we stick with the same idea of a food tour through China, this is where you're going to want to plan shots for your reaction to the food that you try. You might also want to try interviewing the people around you so that they can also tell about their experiences or teach you a little bit about what you're actually doing. You also want to set up the scene so that the viewers can get an actual idea of where they're at. That means setting up a shot of the restaurant, or even setting up a shot of the waitress delivering the food. The idea is to make sure you bring as many people into that area with you as possible. So set up the interviews, set up the reactions, show the food, show the restaurant, and make sure that you give everybody a chance to feel like they're there. And this leads to step number 3, which is making sure that you actually do your shots correctly. The third step in making a great travel video is making sure you frame your shots correctly. That means making sure that your subjects are clearly within the frame and very easy to see. You also want to make sure that they're very well lit, but avoiding shadows and harsh light. You also want to make sure you put your camera on a tripod because we don't want to see any of that shakiness, which also helps us eliminate the dreaded video selfies. You also want to make sure that when you're interviewing somebody or audio is coming through, make sure you're in a quiet area so that the audio comes through very clearly. Step number 4, just take your time. You want to make sure your video is fantastic. So if you have to do multiple takes, then so be it. In fact, I think I'm on, take number 17 for this particular spot?
18.
I'm on 18. So if you have to do it many times, just do it. Take your time. That's it. Step number 5 is to finally edit your story. Now in step 1, you had that story planned out. And now you have all this video to actually show that story. So it's time for you to introduce us to what you're experiencing, to what you're feeling, to what you're sensing, to the people around you and to the scenes that you see. Bring us into that. Make sure that we feel like we're a part of everything that's happening. So use the video and all the footage that you have to tell a story as if we are there with you.